Hi everyone. So today we are going to learn about mindfulness. And if you remember, mindfulness is all about paying attention to what is happening right now. So paying full attention, being totally aware of how your body feels right now, of how your mind feels, being aware of your sensations and your feelings. Does it mean worrying about what's going to happen later on today? No. Does it mean worrying about that thing that you said yesterday or mistake you made yesterday? Nope. It means paying attention fully to what's happening right now. So we're going to read a story today about mindfulness. And this is a story that you may remember. This one is called The Crab and the Whale. Crab and Whale. And this is written by Mark Paulus and Christiane Kerr. Okay. One day, Crab was walking home. The tide was out and the sun shimmered on the sandy beach. Crab had lots of legs, and all those legs meant that Crab could run really fast. But today, like most days, Crab walked slowly, listening carefully to the sound each leg made as it touched the sand. Then Crab noticed thud. A whale washed up by the waves. Crab raced over and pushed and pulled and yanked and heaved and tugged and shoved, but it was no good. Crab was stuck. Crab realized that there was another way to help. I'll stay with you until the tide comes in, said Crab, giving Whale's rubbery skin a gentle stroke. But Whale still looked worried. You know what always makes me feel better, said Crab, blowing out a deep breath. Maybe you should try that. Let's all try that with Whale. Ready? Good job. Whoosh! Oh my goodness, look what happened when Whale breathed out a big breath. A gentle breath, Crab laughed. Try this, said Crab. Listen to the sound of the sea. Now whisper back to it. Breathe in, then breathe out, making the sound of the sea. Whale whispered to the sea and became more and more relaxed with each passing breath. So let's try that with Whale. Take a breath in and then make a sound like the sea as you breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. As the sun slowly set, they counted the colors in the sky. That cloud looks just like an elephant, said Crab. Whale didn't say anything. She thought the cloud looked like a teapot. I love the stars, said Crab. She stretched up as far as she could. I feel as though I could eat them. Mmm, fizzy. Whale yawned. So did Crab. They both fell asleep. The next day, the cold sea tickled Whale's tail, waking her up. As Whale wriggled with excitement, she started to sink into the soft sand. Keep still, said Crab, but Whale wouldn't keep still. Feel the water rising up your body. Notice every splosh, splish, and splash, said Crab. Whale concentrated. The water crept slowly up her dry skin. Then finally, she was free. Crab blew out a long breath and stretched each one of her 8 tired legs. Helping Whale had been hard work, but it made Crab happy. Thanks, splashed Whale. You're welcome, Crab laughed. Crab scurried off home with her legs ticking gently on the sand. Tick, 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 tick. It was going to be a good day. The end. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it? So I want you to think about this book and think about one time where the crab or the whale was practicing mindfulness. Take a minute to think about that. I noticed one time was when the water was finally coming in to take the whale back to the ocean. And the crab encouraged the whale to feel all the sensations in her body of feeling the water creeping up her body, paying attention to what was happening right then. What did you notice? One other really cool thing about this book, in my opinion, was the way that Crab helped out. So Whale was having a really big problem. And you know what? The crab couldn't fix that problem for the whale. Crab couldn't pick up the whale and throw her back in the water. Could he? No way, just a tiny little crab, right? But what the crab did was use mindfulness and presence to help the whale. The crab said, okay, I can't fix it for you, and that's okay. But what I can do is sit with you and be with you during this hard time. So in our lives as people, because we're not crabs and whales, right? As people that we love and care for often are going through a hard time that we can't necessarily fix. But you know what we can do? We can do exactly what Crab did. And we can be with them, sit with them, let them know that we're there to support them, remind them to breathe and be present when they're going through that hard time, and be with them until the tide comes in, right? Or until things start to get a little bit better. So the next time you're wanting to help somebody in your life, maybe in your family or a friend, but it's not something you can fix, or maybe it's not even something they're asking you to fix. Why don't you try to be like the crab? I know I'm going to do that. So try to sit with your friend or your family member and be with them, support them until they feel better. So thank you so much for sharing this story time with me. I love this book. I hope you do too. And have a wonderful day, everybody.